Everybody, this is Texas Tiger Diggs, and I'm doing a quick roundup today. It's only been a couple of days of hunting. I usually do it a little bit longer than this, but I found something very interesting, and the temptation for me to go ahead and have the roundup period was just a little bit too much for me to take. And I'm going to have a break, going out of town for a little bit. So this seems to be the perfect time to actually do a roundup. So this is 2 days worth, and there's something interesting here, and I'll show you what it is. In fact, if you read the introduction to this, you're probably going to know what it is. I'm not sure exactly what title I'll put on this yet. But first thing let's do a little zinc roundup here. That's a zinc. 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 And that's a zinc. Alright guys, once more the most useless coin known to man. A former coin at this point. Took 8 spots, so that definitely reduces the bulk of your finds. Now this is a very short series of finds, and in fact this is basically an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. And so this is not at all what I would like to make a 4-6 hour, preferably a 6 hour, which was my projected length of time of a hunt, which means that there will be a cumulative hunt each roundup of about 6 hours, not a 6 hour continuous hunt. I just don't have the time, unfortunately, to get that done most of the time. Maybe this week. So I will have a little extra time off before I get busy again. In any case, what I've got here is, like I said, a couple of days of hunts. Nothing impressive. I went out to parks I've hit pretty good before. Here, and this was all, this entire hour and a half, 45 minutes to 2 hour hunt, hour 45 minutes, 2 hour hunt, was all with the Makro racer. No other. I didn't use the Safari at all in here. I didn't use any other. I didn't use the Forest Core. This was all with the Makro racer. All right, so let's take a quick look at the coins and get to what's actually interesting here. Over a couple hour period, not too bad. There's 3/4, and as usual, I do very well on dimes because I'm hitting pound areas I've hit quite a bit before, and like I said, the dimes are last to go. And 1 nickel, so I don't know what that is. That's another penny there. Okay, let's just say $1.35, $1.40. Don't have to be precise. All right. Now, the one thing I wanted to get down to is, and I went out with the racer, and the racer did a very good job. These were pounded parks, relatively pounded. I did go to new areas that had actually not been hit, so I did collect a few things from those areas. Because these parks I've got, one is medium large and one is very large, so I've got plenty of area to spread to. I'm just trying to make sure I don't spread to an area where I'll be, swinging for 2 hours without hitting anything. And in a big park, you will have places where people gather and places where people don't. Usually there'll be people at one point or another in every part of the park, so you also have to take that in consideration. So who knows where that gold ring might lie. It might lie in the corner of behind a tree in an isolated part of the park because a engaged couple got a little amorous and the ring went away. But we never know. And we'll never know until we actually go check. So I'll be going into other areas as well, and also finding new, more populated areas in other parks. Anyway, here we go. The usual junk here. I don't know if this is a 22 or smaller cartridge here. This is I don't know what it is, a piece of round aluminum with a hole in it, almost like a washer, and the ever-present key, part of the key this time. This looks like it has some kind of design on it, but it probably just wrapped some wire because it does feel iron-like, and there's only one of the several pull tabs I got. Now guys, this is what I wanted to show you and what I might need your help with. Over here we have a pocket knife, and you and I'm sure most of us have dug up pocket knives, and they're invariably rusty to one degree or another, unless it's just a new drop. They're invariably rusty, and usually rusty into a mass of metal. This was not. I pulled this out of the ground. It wasn't this clean as it is now. I get it closer to the camera. It wasn't as clean as it is now, but it was a lot cleaner Turn the lights up a little bit here. It was a lot cleaner than it should have been. I dug this out of the ground and was immediately able to pull the blade up. You know, it's not as far as I can now because I've actually done a little maintenance on it, but I could pull the blade up to about here. I have not seen a pocket knife buried under 3 inches, 4 inches. So 3 or 4 inches, that could have been buried there for 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, 10 years, 5 to 10 years probably. There's no rust on this thing. And this is the unusual thing about this. Let me get a little closer here. The unusual thing about this is I'm gonna pull it all the way open. I just greased it up a little bit, a little silicone. I didn't have any WD-40 around, and this is what I've got. And guys, let me back it off just a little bit more this time. And I'm talking to you people who might be more of an expert, because I'm not an expert in high-end pocket knives, and I believe this is high-end. And the reason I believe it's high-end is this. All right, guys, I have got this magnet here, and I want to know how many of you have ever done this to a pocket knife. Guys, this is a magnet. This is a non-ferrous pocket knife. There is nothing ferrous as defined as something magnetic, as defined as something magnetic for this test. On this pocket knife, there is no magnetism. And if you could take a close look at this blade, you can almost see it shining. It's got a little discoloration up here. The blade looks brass. And these pieces here, I'm not sure what they are. They could be nickel. I don't think they're silver because it didn't ring up high enough. And the body of it, even the little see, half of it has got a little wood left on it, half of it doesn't, so it's all come off. But even those little bolts or little connectors that hold on the face of the knife are not magnetic. All right, just in case you guys think I am giving you a pile of caca here, I'm going to pull it back for a minute, and this is, okay gentlemen, this is a pair of pliers. So this is not a weak magnet, so I'm not, by no means, now it's taking me an effort to pull it off. Now this is what I've got here. I have got a non-ferrous, possibly brass bladed pocket knife. So I know there's a lot of guys out there that know their pocket knives. Gravedigger Max, this might be for you. This is a brass pocket knife. I have never seen one. I don't know what the model is or what it's made of. I've been going out in the web and looking around, but I have never found a non-ferrous pocket knife before. In any case, that's Texas Tiger Digs, and you know, drop me a comment in there if you know exactly what the heck this thing is, because it is, you know, I know it's a pocket knife, but this is unusual. I've never seen a non-ferrous pocket knife before. In any case, it's Texas Tiger Digs, and I will catch you next time. Drop me a message and let me know what the heck this thing is, what model it is, how old it is, etc. I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.